Today we're looking at direct proportions, so we're looking at best buys, exchange rates and recipes. In this question we're told that pens cost 20p each and we're asked to see how many 6 will cost. We can actually draw a graph of number of pens versus total cost. To find the price of 6 pens we could draw a line up from 6 and across. 6 pence will cost 120 pence or £1.20. Notice we could have also multiplied the 6 by the 20. A straight graph that goes through the origin, 0, 0, is called a direct proportion graph. The number of pens and the total cost are in direct proportion. If the number of pens doubles, the cost will. As the number of pens halve, the cost will also halve. Let's have a go at these questions. In this question we're told that shop A charges £6.20 for 72 toilet rolls, whilst shop B charges £9.40 for 94 toilet rolls, and we're asked to find the shop that gives the best value for money. Best value questions always have many ways to work them out. You can find the price for the same amount of rolls, or you can find the amount of rolls for the same price. We will be finding the price of one toilet roll from each shop. It's always easier to use pence for these questions, so we're going to start with shop A and say 72 rolls is 620 pence. We can then divide both numbers by 72 to find the price of one toilet roll, so one toilet roll will cost about 8.61 pence. Now we do the same for shop B. 94 toilet rolls cost 940 pence, divide both sides by 94 and we get one toilet roll equaling 10 pence. We always need to write a conclusion, so make sure it answers the question as well. Shop A has better value for money at 8.61 pence per roll rather than shop B, which is 10 pence per roll. In this question we're told that a cake is made with 125 grams of butter, 100 grams of sugar, 2 eggs and 150 grams of flour, and it serves 8 people. And we're asked to find the amounts for 12 people. So let's just write down all the information we know. Now we're asked to find the recipe that we'll need for 12 people. So we need to ask ourselves, what do we times 8 by to get to 12? An easy way of working that out is just do 12 divided by 8, which is 1.5. So we need to multiply each amount by 1.5. 120 times 1.5 is 180. 100 times 1.5 is 150. 2 times 1.5 is 3. And 150 times 1.5 is 225. In this question we're told that £1 is the same as 1.21 euros, and we're asked to convert £7 to euros and 25 euros to pounds. We're going to start by converting the £7 to euros because the exchange rate is set up really nicely to be able to do that. Because we've got £1 and we're asked for 7, we just multiply the 1 by 7 to get £7. We can also do the same to the right hand side. 1.21 times 7 will give us €8.47. Next, we need to convert 25 euros to pounds, but our conversion is really set up to convert pounds, so we need to sort out the conversion first. What we can do is divide both sides by 1.21. That gives us €1 on the right hand side now, and 100 over 121 on the left hand side. To get 25 euros, we then just need to multiply by 25. So 1 times 25 is 25 euros, which is great, that's what we want. And 100 over 121 times 25 is going to be £20 and 66 pence. And let's finish with this. A taxi costs a £2 arrival charge and then 40 pence per mile. Discuss whether the mileage and costs are directly proportional. If you know the answer, let me know in the comments below. And you can come to onmaths.com or click the link in the description to access all of our free GCSE papers and predictions, and you can even save your scores with a free account. This video is part of a larger GCSE course that you can follow along with at onmaths.com.